Hi guys, it's Jasmine Witherspoon here, and thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to talk about why I think that grounding is so important, and at the end of the video we'll also do a very short grounding meditation where I show you that you can ground in an instant. But before then, as usual, I'm going to pull a card from the Psychic Tarot deck. So the question that I just asked for today is just that anyone who's watching this video, that this card speaks to you in some way. I will be reading out of the booklet that came with it, and I'll try if I can to do a little bit of elaborating, but since I don't know everyone's specific situations or what you're going through, this card is going to be very general. Okay, let me just cut the deck a few times. I like to spread them out. This is weird because this is the card that I also pulled for myself this morning, so it seems like we all are having to deal with this similar topic of just emotional loss. So that's the card that I pulled today. And the little booklet says, let's see, the number 5 emotions card comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you were emotionally attached to. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue your journey. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost, for new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. So that was the card for today. I would love for you all to let me know what you think in the comments section. Did it resonate with you? What emotional loss are you dealing with, and how are you working through it? It was a very interesting card because it's the exact same card that I pulled for myself in the pull that I did for me before I began this video. So now we're going to move on to our topic. Once again, I've got my notes here to keep me from wandering off a little too far. If I get lost, it'll pull me back in. And we're going to be talking about grounding. So the reason that I'm going to be doing a shorter little mini meditation at the end of this video is because I want everyone to realize that while I do believe that grounding is something that should be done in a more formal fashion, like I do it every morning when I wake up, I will come into my meditation space and I'll ground, and then I'll do a little bit of journaling after that grounding, and I'll do that. This whole process will take me about 20 minutes, including the journaling. But I also think it's important for people to realize that you can ground anywhere, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. It can happen in an instant. And I think it's very important for people to realize that because grounding can help you if you're nervous or anxious, or you're in a big crowd of people, or you're feeling overwhelmed. It can be something that you take just less than 3 minutes to do. Just breathe in and out and you're grounded, you know? So one of the reasons that I wrote down about grounding in general is just that grounding helps to bring awareness to my body and in my aura. So when I'm meditating, sometimes, especially when I'm meditating at home, I will feel the entire room while I'm meditating. And I think that a huge portion or a huge reason for that is because my aura, since I'm relaxed, my aura has spread itself out over the whole room. So I have this awareness of just being bigger than I am. And then it's also really important to bring awareness to your body, because you can just start to realize where you're holding negativity or tension. So a lot of times while I'm trying to ground my energy to the earth, I'm also trying to release the tension. I carry a lot of tension in my face. So I'll try to release that tension, because a lot of times this tension has a reason. It helps you to figure out, if you can realize where you're holding all the tension in your body, it can help you to figure out the source of that tension, which can help you figure out the source of that negativity, and you can start to work through it. So that's a really good reason to ground, is because grounding in a nutshell is all about awareness. The next reason that I think that grounding, it can be really good, is that it helps me to focus. So if I'm grounding in the morning, it kind of helps me to like clear my mind before I start my day. It'll help me to clear my mind before I pull the cards that I'm going to pull to help me get the message that I need for the day. A way that you would be able to use like a mini grounding session is if you're at work and you start to find yourself getting really overwhelmed or just like off task, you could easily ground in, like I said, 2 or 3 minutes, and less time than that even, honestly, and it kind of help you pull your focus back so that you can focus on the task at hand. And grounding is also important because it can help you to filter out negative emotions, or also just filter out other people's emotions, especially if you're the kind of person who's very empathic and you can get really overwhelmed in crowds or social situations. Grounding can really just help you to put yourself back in your body, or even just call your aura back to yourself. So those are the reasons that I think that grounding is very special and important to me. There's a lot of general reasons that grounding is important, and you can look all of those reasons up online. There's so many resources. But yeah, those are my reasons. Another thing is, before I get into the actual little mini meditation, is I read in a book called You Are Psychic by Deborah Lynn Katz, where she recommended grounding all the time, no matter what your mind state was. Like, her literal words in the book are, you should ground even when you're drunk, just to see the different effects that grounding has on your body when you are in different moods, different body states, different mindsets. It's something to try, definitely. So now we're going to do our quick meditation. So it's going to be weird because I'm going to be sitting here with my eyes closed. But it's not weird if everyone else closes their eyes. So I want everybody to close your eyes for a second and just become aware of your breath. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Now, I want you to imagine that at the base of your spine, you have a little red ball of light. This is your root chakra. And I want you to imagine that from your root chakra is a root, a root system that is going from the base of your spine into whatever it is that you're sitting or standing on. It's going down your legs, all the way into the ground, into the soil, deep down into the center of the earth. And when you get to the center of the earth, your roots are going to want to latch into the core of the earth. It's very important that you dig those roots deep into the core of the earth. And then you take a few breaths to feel what it feels like to be connected to the core of the earth. Now, you are going to release any tension or any negativity, any negative emotions that you have within you. You're going to release all of these emotions, this tension, down through this root system that you have created. And you're sending it down to the core of the earth, where you can give it to the earth to be healed and just kind of try to forget about it. So take 2 or 3 deep breaths to do that. And now the next thing that you're going to do, the last thing we're going to do, is you're going to imagine that through this root system that you have created, the earth is sending you up white light, like it's moving at the speed of light. So it's going all the way up from the center of the earth, up through the different layers. It's hitting your body now. It's going up through your feet, through your legs. It's hitting your root chakra. It's going through your other chakras, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra that's sitting at the very top of your head. And when it gets to the top of your crown chakra, I want you to imagine that this white light is bursting out of the top of your crown chakra, and it's coming around you. It's kind of raining around you, and it's forming an egg like underneath you. So now you are sitting in this egg of white light that has been sent to you from the center of the earth. And I want you to take 2 or 3 deep breaths and just feel what it feels like to be in this white, healing, positive light from the earth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And this is something that I do when I'm at work, and I'll do it in an even much shorter meditation when I'm at work. I work at a restaurant, so sometimes, in between tables, I'll just be sitting there, like standing there, and in my head, I will be doing this grounding exercise. I will very quickly shoot a root system down, or if I've already grounded that morning, then I just imagine that root system is already established. So it's always stopping. The video is always just stopping. I don't understand. Probably need a better SD card. But anyways, like I was saying, when I meditate at work, very quickly and very briefly, the root system is already established, usually because I've meditated in the morning. So I will just very quickly send any negativity down to the middle of the earth to be healed, take like 1 or 2 quick breaths, allow the earth to send me up this healing white light that will come up and send the white light all the way up through my chakras, out of my crown chakra, and around my body in the shape of an egg. And this, at work, when I'm doing it, I do it in like a minute and 30 seconds or less. That is how fast you can ground your energy. So even though we did it in maybe like less than 5 minutes, you really only need an instant to ground your energy, because once you've made the intention to ground your energy is grounded. So if you felt like during this little quick meditation you were having to like over imagine or over force this grounding, maybe you were trying a little bit too hard, I think one of the things for me that really helped is, even if you can't feel it, even if you're having a trouble picturing it in your mind's eye, as long as you have the pure intention to ground your energy, it is happening. And I think that once you realize that, it will make it a lot easier, and you'll probably also start to maybe even have some sensations, and you'll be able to tell the difference of being grounded and being not grounded. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I would love to have a dialogue with everybody about if you felt anything during this, how you ground, when you ground. If you have any tips on grounding, this is a spiritual community, and so we should always be sharing tips with each other. Nothing is a secret. Thanks so much, and let me know what other videos you'd like me to do these things over. I'm going to be making new videos every Saturday or Sunday. It really just depends on my work schedule. So until next time, be the light, get out there and shine. Bye!